Hello, hello. We are trying out some Emberward today. Alright, well, let's get started then, shall we? Yo, what's going on? And welcome to some Emberward. Now, Emberward is a game that I've been following for a while, and I finally decided to pick it up because it is currently on sale, and it's on sale for like a week. So it probably still has a few days left when this video comes out. But yeah, I've been following this game for a while. It looked very interesting to me. It is a roguelike tower defense game, and it even has some small deck building aspects. So all of those things I am a big fan of, and I've seen this game played by a few people, so I know that I'm probably going to like it. The reason that I waited so long to pick it up was I just wanted there to be like more content, give them more time to add stuff, and I think it's in a pretty decent spot right now to pick it up, especially with it being on sale. And so yeah, we're gonna give it a try. I haven't done anything yet, so you can see we got a new run. It'll probably give us like a short tutorial, and then maybe we'll get in a run, or the first run is the tutorial. I don't know exactly how it's laid out, but we'll figure it out and we'll kind of explain how it works along the way. But essentially, we got a fire, which is like our base, and we got to defend it with towers, and you can see there's like Tetris-like blocks, and you can kind of build a maze around your base to protect it from the monsters, and then you put like towers on top of the blocks to kill the monsters. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I think we'll start with normal mode. I don't see any good reason not to. So you can see that there's 4 different kind of like biomes with different challenges. I saw someone play this one, the ice one. Other than that, I think it should be pretty straightforward, especially the first one. The other ones might have more interesting challenges, but I thought you were also supposed to pick a character. Maybe we're not that far yet. Or maybe we do it in the village. I'm not really sure how all that works. Oh, here's the characters. We only got the one dude. Build 500 blocks. Complete a game without taking damage. Open more than 50 chests. Clear this on heroic difficulty. Build 80 or more towers larger than 1 by 1. Okay, that's just kind of like happens over time. Spend a bunch of gold. This character's in the future. Clear sealed citadel, which I think is the last biome. And then scrap master. Doesn't have an unlock condition. So I guess we're this guy. Novice engineer fresh out of the academy. Your fire gains 5 extra HP. Oh, we could switch flame? I assume we don't have any? Correct, we don't have any. Wait. Oh. It seems like this one's gonna be really easy to kill, but... Alright, so what else matters here. I don't know why we have a whole bunch of blank cards at the moment. I assume that eventually, maybe that's like our towers. Here's, I think, the meta progression, but we don't have any light bulbs, which I guess are called experience. Increase preparation time. Interesting. And then compendium, we got nothing at the moment. So let's just get into this academy. Okay, so this is where we like choose a starting deck and starting towers. Now, obviously, I don't know exactly what all these things do, so we'll probably have to give it a quick read through. But you can see that your deck is the blocks, and you don't always have access to all of your decks. You got to draw the cards, which means you won't always have the exact perfect piece you need, which is kind of more of the roguelike aspect, where you got to deal with challenges without always knowing that you're going to have the solution, right? Like, even if you put a solution in your build, you might not have access to it at the moment, or you might have to use your resources to make sure that you can get access to it. So there's the blocks. They don't seem to have any descriptors on them, but you can pretty much tell what they're going to do. And now we got towers. This one does poison. How does poison work? Damage accumulates on monsters and inflicts damage over time until all poison damage is consumed. Damage for each tick increases with the total accumulated damage. And then, also, I am kind of familiar with the fact that each tower has different types of upgrades. You can see upgrade 1 and upgrade 2. I don't know if you're choosing between them or if you could do both of them. Specifics like that, I don't actually know. And then you can see that the towers cost gold. So we are going to want to make sure that we have like some early towers we could put, and then maybe some later towers we could put as we earn more gold. So we got a basic poisoning. We got a cannon. Explosive damage, so it's going to do a little bit of area, and it shoots slower but has a higher range, and it's also area, does more damage. Then we got a flamethrower, continuously spews flames, so this might only shoot in a straight line. I definitely know that that's a thing where you have towers that don't necessarily aim, they just kind of shoot. So here we got a basic tower. This one shoots faster than the dart poison tower, does less damage, but it has a higher range. Got a lightning tower. This hits 4 targets, seems to chain between them. I do love chain things in these kind of games. Then we got a frost tower, does area damage. It says chill and slow. So I assume this inflicts chill, even though it doesn't say it, because it slows them down. And chill slows them down. So this seems like a pretty good set. I guess we should also pay attention to the blocks. My, I guess, initial opinion on good blocks is going to be long ones are really good. And squares might be pretty good, and the 1 block is probably pretty good. So let's look at the next one here. We got a fire tower, fires really fast. Throws a burning torch, has a 30% chance to bounce to another enemy, can trigger multiple times. That seems pretty good, actually. And you can increase the chance. And then we got a drone. Also, are all these towers the same size? I feel like it's supposed to be telling me what size these towers are, because I know not all towers are 1x1s. But I don't see any indicators that any of these are not 1x1s, so I don't know. Drone tower automatically tracks and continuously attacks enemies within its range until they leave. It does electric. So here we can actually get 2 elements. This gave ice and electric. This gave poison and fire. Here we got fire and electric, and then another electric. Also, I didn't read electric damage accumulates charge on the target based on the damage dealt. Once fully charged, it causes a stun effect. That seems really good, especially if we have multiple electric things. Detection range. I'm kind of curious how this drone works. I haven't seen anything like this in the game. Like, I've seen people use towers that sit there, but then the drone immediately intrigues me because it doesn't appear to just sit there. It appears to, like, maybe have a home base and it flies around within the radius of this home base thing. I'm kind of really tempted to take this one. I'm intrigued by the drone. The torch tower seems like a good basic tower, and I really like the idea of the lightning tower. So yeah, we're gonna take this. And then what the heck's going on up here? These are like modifiers. In each level, the first time your fire source takes damage, freeze all. Okay, so fire source is the like campfire, like our base. When your tower has no adjacent towers, its attack range is increased. That's interesting. We might want to use that, but it means like we have to spread out our towers a little bit. Building a tower that costs more than 15... Okay. I don't know if that counts equal to, because if we pick this, half of our towers are going to be 15. But we could obviously get more towers, but not at the moment. Gold will create scrap towers within a 5x5 area. The tower's sell price is reduced. Okay, that doesn't really seem that good. I don't know how good a scrap tower is. It's affordable, easy to use, but only has 30 ammo. That seems not that great. Burn duration is increased by 100%, but burn consumes 1 stack of chill. That seems pretty good. Start of each round, tower prices changes randomly. I don't like roulette abilities. Obviously, you can make sure you're using them to your advantage, but if you all of a sudden have a bad turn and you need to be putting stuff down that is costing you extra, it can really mess you up. So I think the telescope and the magma gem are the best. I would assume the drone is affected by this rusty telescope. But this is just duration. This is not damage. So I think I'm going to go with the telescope. If, assuming we could pick both, I don't really know. I'm going to pick this first. And then, okay, then it gives us these. So it's nice. It shows you, I assume these upgrades are all randomized and the decks are all randomized. So it shows you what your possible upgrades are going to be as well as the deck. If I didn't like this, is there any way for me to go back? No, I don't think so. I think once you've locked in, you've locked in. Okay, so here we can see that these are for towers, and then here's our thingamajiggles. Gambler's token. Choosing new towers or relics, you can use Gambler's token to re-roll. Okay. These are used at the shop, and these are for the talents. Alright, so we got 3 choices. So it seems like all of them give a tower. I guess we should probably make sure we're looking ahead. And they give different types of blocks. Like I said, long blocks, probably pretty good. Unfortunately, there's no way to go for a long block. These 2s seem really good. I think like 2s are probably a little bit better than 1s, even though 1s could be nice. I don't know what this is corrupted. It has like a crown. Oh, a relic. Crown appears to be relic. We would like to do that. And then also quests. These scrolls are quests, so we might want to try and get quests done if we can. This one seems like the best if we can go here. How do we go there efficiently? Oh, that's really nice. When you hover over it, it tells you like the possible paths that can get you there. So we could really do anything for the first one as long as we go here for the second one and then whatever the workshop is. Maybe this is good enough and then we go here, here, here. Oh, but we still need to start somewhere. We either need to go here, here. Let's take this one. Build a maze. The enemies are coming. Drag the wall onto the field to control the path of the monsters. During the building phase, walls can be recalled by pressing and holding. However, once battle begins, they become locked. Okay. So they've kind of, I guess for the early levels, they've kind of already built like a decent maze for us to start. Now you can see that, what is all the way over here? So these portals appear to be where the enemies are coming from, and then probably you could learn about the enemies here as well. I assume that the gray lines are portals where there's no enemies coming right now, and the red line is where the enemies are coming from for this wave. And they'll probably come more than one in the future. But so I think the best strategy is probably to find a point where they all meet, or like make it so your maze is affecting as many different portals as possible, right? Like you don't want a portal that just subverts your maze. So I wouldn't want to build a whole maze up here and then have this portal just walk right past it. That seems like a bad idea. Are these one by one? They are. Okay, and then I don't know why I would want to rotate them, but apparently that's an option. Oops, I keep rotating everything. I try and right-click to cancel it. Oh, you can middle-click to cancel it. I see, I see. So, we have one of our long block. Thinking we do it like this. Oh, hold up. What's the other block that we have? This block makes it really awkward. Obviously, we're not allowed to block the path. That's illegal. I just noticed that when you're building, the entire screen has like the dotted like building plan lines around it, which is kind of neat. That's actually not that bad to just like force everyone to zigzag right there. Make use of this oddly shaped block in a good way. Because it's going to be hard to use this block and then get them, like you want to get them to go back and forth, right? Once you use this block, it's kind of hard to make them go back and forth. So I think I'll do that. And then I'm kind of liking... Problem with doing this is if we build too much of a maze, they'll just go under it. Yeah, like if you do that, they just go past it. I think let's do that. And then so we want to make sure we have no adjacent towers. So I'm assuming that the blue is the base range and the green is the expanded range of the Doohickamajigler. The telescope. So if we don't take the middle slot here, that means that we could do boom, boom, and neither of those would be adjacent to each other. So let's put a tower there. And then how exactly do you work? Why does he have a green still? Hold on. We could sell him for the same price. I want to check something. So when we place him... Okay, it did a bigger circle, so obviously his range is higher. Yeah, he has a buffed range here. Higher rate... Okay, so it costs a lot of gold to do these upgrades, more than the tower itself costs. And I don't know if these are mutually exclusive or not. Oh, and then I just remembered this part where you can tell the tower what to target. I think for now, most progress is probably the best. Just means that the person who's closest to the fire, essentially. And then... thinking this is pretty good. I don't know what the point of rotating this tower is, but... this, I want this to hit people early because it's going to light them on fire, right? And it's also going to bounce to further back people. And I do think after, like, the first wave, as far as I know, you have, like, as much time as you want to build. But after that, they do put you on a clock in between the rounds. So we want to make sure that we kind of have a plan after the first wave. And then we just, like, execute on that plan in subsequent waves. But I think I'm probably going to leave it with just these 2 towers. I think we should be able to do it. And that way we could save a little bit of gold. Maybe get a lightning tower next time. And we could also use gold to draw more of our blocks. I assume that once a block is used, it can immediately be redrawn again. But maybe you can't draw 2 of them at the same time. Oh, and we can also just press spacebar to start it, so... is it going? Oh, you gotta hold it. Oh, and we got, like, speeds here. So that's, like, slow down. That's normal speed. That's speed up. That's super fast. Okay. That was easy. They didn't even make it into our maze yet. So, on the clear bonus, you get gold. And then you draw 3 cards. I don't know what these are or how we get them. Oh, we got damage meters. We can see who did how much. Oh, you can also draw paths. Okay, cool, cool. So, how do we make this better now? We're kind of in an awkward spot where that block doesn't do it. That block also doesn't work. We need another one of the long ones to get them to go back downwards. But if we do that, then it becomes impossible. So maybe we want to do that? What else could we do? If we do it like that, then they're all going through that single... Oh, wait, okay, we got the timer. I gotta pay attention. I don't really know what I want. I think I forced them all to go through there. And then we probably want, like, a lightning tower to get going here. Maybe go here? That should hit a lot of stuff. Okay, and then that... what can we do here? Do that. Kind of push everyone that way. I don't know exactly. I know you can build during the combat phase. I maybe should have built more towers. I guess we can still build more towers. Let's see how it goes first. Okay, they're definitely making some progress, but they're definitely not gonna win, right? Okay, so now we got our long blocks, and now we can do this. We don't really have any way to use this space here. We'd need exactly just a 2x1. It's unfortunate. So maybe we start using this space up here. And then we need some towers. Another one of these. I should probably look at upgrading. Maybe this guy. So what happens after I do that? Okay, he's upgraded. I can't do the other upgrade. Gotcha. And once a tower has been down, its sell price goes down as well. Okay, okay. This hits a lot of our maze. What are the upgrades for you? Multi-target, damage and fire rate. I think this front one, we kind of want to give it that. Okay, let's see how that is. And we can see what turrets are doing the most. Actually, the lightning tower was doing the most, huh? What's this yellow bar? Well, we didn't get to see what the yellow bar was. Maybe that's the stun bar from the electricity? That would make sense. Okay, so now the drone towers are doing the most, but to be fair, our second lightning tower didn't really get to participate at all. So that's not quite gonna work. That's probably the best we can do. And then we can do that, kind of force them back up. And if we get another L, we can put it there. Force them all the way back up here. But otherwise, I guess we're just... Can we build on the trees? Yeah, I guess we can. So now we can force everyone to kind of come back downwards. So you can't do another upgrade. I think we just need to upgrade the towers a little bit now. I think we're not really getting overwhelmed by number of enemies, so... I'm kind of splitting what upgrades I have. I think that should be good. I can't imagine that we actually lose. But maybe I should be adding more stuff anyways. So I could add 2 turrets. Okay, let's leave it at that. I mean, it is just the first level. Like, what are the odds that we actually are fearful of anything? I like the little torches. They, like, actually look like torches. Yeah, like, we have all this whole complicated maze back here. Most of the people can't even shoot at the maze if anyone got there. But it's like no one's even making it past, like, this spot, so... And the torch towers are doing the most, but we do have the most torch towers. So let's go ahead and do that. Even though it's probably never going to matter. And then we'll just build this out as much as possible. What do I want to do? Kind of make these guys up there go all the way around. And maybe even like put it back on this way so these guys have to travel extra distance and they all have to run past the torch towers. And then why don't we get an early lightning tower in here then? Since everything seems to be going so well. I feel like this one's just better, even though multi-target is cool. The more damage and the fire rate kind of adds multi-target, right? If you think about it. How does the fire rate work? Okay, so it applies it by 50%. Or like 1.5. Makes sense. I just wanted to see what we were dealing with. And then, yeah, I don't know, another drone guy here who kind of like gets out there and attacks people early on seems pretty decent. Give him even more range and stuff. I don't know what the green circle means. I'm not understanding the detection range compared to the blue circle. I don't really get it. I don't know if there's a benefit to me saving money at... This is already the final wave, so maybe I should have just built stuff. But we'll see how it's going. Okay, there's like a boss dude. Okay, people are actually making it further now. I think I'm gonna build more stuff. Probably wasn't necessary, but... Alright, we got some light bulbs. Okay, runes. Attach runes to block cards to gain special bonuses. Blocks with runes can create buff tiles after being built or provide other additional effects. The more squares a block has, the more runes it can have. So I assume a rune just takes up one square then. So we got this little Tetris piece here. Build scrap tower. I assume this just applies to the whole block up until 5 spaces. Draw a card after placing this block, but the block is immediately locked. Card is always in your hand. That's nice, but I don't really like this piece. Attack boost. 50% increased damage. Creates a lightning boost. Ooh, that would be really good for one of the drone towers, probably. Creates a gold boost tile. Towers on it gain extra coins when it kills a monster. Interesting. I think we're gonna go for damage, but this is like an economy play. It's just... It seems like it's going to be really hard to guarantee which tower is actually picking up the kills, right? Unless you, like, make it so certain towers only attack high health stuff, and then that tower only attacks low health stuff. I think it's just going to be easier to use that. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, where you have towers that are bigger than 1 by 1. So these are 3 by 3, but it's like, it's not a real 3 by 3. Because it's a cross, right? So what do we got here? Bomb tower throws bombs, explode after a short delay. I don't like that. What if they miss? Bombs can trigger each other. I can't tell how good that... I'd have to see it in action, probably. Fires missiles with deadly poison, causing poison damage to enemies within a large area. If the enemy target's accumulated poison exceeds its health, it will be killed instantly. That's interesting, because it's a lot. And it has a very high range. And then we got the Frost Tower, which we've seen before. Which Frost Tower would probably synergize with our stuff pretty well, but I think I'm going to go Decimate Tower. Because if we set this thing up, like, in the back where it can see the whole maze, I think it's going to do a lot. The problem is we got to create a cross for it to sit on, right? Talents. Use experience points to gain from adventures to learn various talents. Talents are permanent upgrades that persist through each run. Talents can be reset at any time, refunding all spent experience points. I always love when you can reset the whole thing, but I also feel like they need to be able to reset like single things. Like, say I pick this upgrade and I'm like, I don't like this upgrade. Can I reset just this one? It doesn't appear to be an option. So now we just have 10 seconds more of prep time. It does seem like you have to travel in a path. If no damage is taken from monsters in a level, you gain extra experience. Oh, I probably want to go into that because that gives us more of these, right? You will have more gamblers tokens and starting gold. So I'm probably going to be looking for just maxing out fast learner as quickly as possible. So where did we decide we want to go? We want to go up, then down, down, cross. Alright, so maybe we could go a little bit faster. I think it's going to be a different map, too. So we aren't just going to be ready. Oh, now we're introducing buff tiles. Tiles full of energy will enhance various attributes of the tower when built upon them. The effect of the enhancement varies with the size of the tower. For example, a 2x2 size tower will only receive a quarter of the effect. Okay, that makes sense. But you could probably on a 2x2 tower, you could put up to 4 effects on it, right? So the arrows are range. Their damage. I'm kind of curious how that works with a different buff. Like, this already has a buff. What happens? I assume they seem to overwrite each other. I kind of want to try it. Because now would be the time to try it, right? So where do we got stuff coming from? It seems like out both of these gates. So we probably don't even want to build up there. Ideally, because they both meet here, an initial maze start there might be good. But what you would love to do is somehow get them to both have to meet like up here instead and then do a maze through here. But that's really hard without the right blocks, right? What is up? What's this box? You could build stuff on the box. Also, in case you're curious, like, you can't just build towers on the ground. They have to be on something. And it, like, these things are just environment. That doesn't count, but the box does count as... It's tough because you want, like, this thing, but it'd be better if we could get them to go like this. Okay, I'm gonna... It feels so bad if this doesn't actually work, right? I think it's not gonna work, because it doesn't look like it's gonna work. But I want to learn right now. Okay, so it does get rid of it. That's what it looked like it was gonna do. So... huge drone range. And then get us like an early torch tower here. Am I not allowed to do this upgrade? Like, I have enough money. Why is it grayed out? This one's not grayed out. Oh, I don't know why it was red. I said grayed out, but it was just red. I think I just do this, or do I buff this thing? Because this thing's already got crazy range now. Let's buff this thing. We should be good to go. So we're going to want him to probably go around this box as well. Ooh, these guys are kind of tanky. But there was maybe only one big spider. So, if we do this, we get him to go around that box, like I said. And then if we do this, we get him to go up and back up that way, and we can put a turret on here with the damage buff then. Don't have enough money to get this Decimate Tower ready yet. What about this thing? This thing can't really reach outside, so I don't think this is the play. I really like the drones. They're kind of cool. Okay, what do we want to do here? I can't get this range because this block is such a weird shape. We obviously would want them to go all the way back over this way. So I think that's what I'm going to work on. I could draw a card, but... Okay, let's do another one of you. And then you have a lot of damage. Let's get you even more damage. You're already upgraded. I kind of want like another good spot to put stuff on. Let's do this. This kind of hits the whole line. We might even be overbuilt a little bit. I just don't really have any idea how strong waves are going to be. Speed it up a little bit. Also, the thing that I noticed when playing this game, or when watching this game for the first time, is this is one of those games where when you watch someone else do it, you immediately see like ways that you could do it better, and it makes you really want to play the game. Because you're like, I could have done that better, here's how. And I just find that really funny. Is there any way for me to do this? Don't think so. This is pretty good, though. If I just do this and then block off that square, it really forces them to run a gauntlet. And we can do... There's a lot of different things we could do to hit that. I think ideally we leave all that space open down there, just so if I wanted to, I can make them go all the way around. Now, we do have the long block. This is a pretty good use. Well, it's kind of average. It saves us, like, a diagonal. And makes them go up by 1. We are kind of running out of time. I think I will do that. It's maybe a little bit awkward, but it benefits us. Now, can we make use of this thing? I don't... I'm missing one slot right there, huh? Oh, we could build it here, though. Is this the best place for it? Well, let's try it out. Probably not the best place, but... What are the upgrades for this thing? Extra damage, and then the explosion could leave a poison cloud. Ooh, a treasure chest. We'll save that till the end so we can watch what's happening. 2 treasure chests. Alright, let's pick these up. Does it still tick? Okay, it doesn't seem to tick your time while you're looking at these. So they give you money, and I assume these cards are temporary. They just add them to your hand right now. But they can also have buffs. Explode. Ooh, temporary buffs for towers is interesting. I assume it doesn't overwrite the element because it says additional. I kind of just want this for the 2 block. And let's look at this other chest. Fire towers. We do have fire towers. This is interesting because it'll make 5 scrap towers and have an attack boost. Let's take this one. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff now, huh? Let's start by using this. Okay, the attack boost is all the way over there. But I can't really use it that well. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then maybe we could do that. Now we're really forcing them to work for it. There's no good way to do that. We could do like this. Also do that. Alright. Wanted to put a fire tower on here. And then we really don't even have a lightning tower doing anything. Is that much range? That's kind of crazy, huh? That's interesting. And then part of me like wants to put this all the way at the end here. But maybe that's a little bit overkill. We probably don't even need that. Okay, so we probably want to upgrade towers. These can't be upgraded. That's upgraded. Oh, I should have upgraded this guy, but I used all my money now. Okay, so we do have this. Lasts for 25 seconds, and it makes it deal some poison. So all these scrap towers are probably going to run out of ammo. So they're just temporary. Oh, it explodes into more spiders. Okay, so how do we want to improve? Like, should I keep building the maze around here, or should I build it around the fire, maybe? So like force them to walk back at these towers. So we probably want to focus on our upgrades. Maybe you, because you already have extra damage. Maybe you bounce more. And then have like an early lightning tower here. Give you fire rate. Are you upgraded? No. Oh, and I forgot to upgrade you again. What do we want for this one anyways, before I start the wave? The hit monster. It's gotta be the explosive cloud, right? That seems way better. Big guy's not dying very quickly. Oh yeah, there's also the big guys have attacks that like disable your towers temporarily. We did get a treasure chest. Let's see what we got here. Extra fireball. Interesting. Here we can get 2 small ones. 2 small ones seems like way too good. No, we can't block it, but... Okay, so that's gonna make them go as far as possible around. I mean, we could, like, extend it this way, I guess, but... Probably not gonna be necessary. Is there anything we can do with these small ones in here? Like, we could do this. Make that path just a little bit longer. Oh, dang it. I was hoping I could filter them both at the same time. Alright, let's get you with the poison cloud now. And then we don't have any other buff tiles that I can use effectively yet. We might just want a lot of lightning at the entrance to just stun people repeatedly. Oh, you could hold shift to place more than one. Then we'll just buff a lot of them. I didn't have enough to do them all, but... Okay, final wave. Okay, now we're actually getting, like, stuns in. Now we got the cloud of poison. I don't know what happens if they drop a chest on the last wave, if I want to pick it up, or if I can let it sit and it auto picks up. So I might just click them, because there is that challenge for picking up chests. And there doesn't appear to be any chests, though. So the weird thing about this game is don't have that much time to get as invested in your build, right? Like your the maze you built only has to last until the waves are over, and then you go restart, which adds to the challenge, but it also means like you just have to do good enough. You don't have to make a perfect maze every time. Okay, we don't have any poison. That's interesting. What is this? Okay, we haven't even seen Arcane yet. Drawing an extra card might be what I want, because right now we have a limited number of cards that we can place. Mostly because I haven't been spending it to draw new cards. Alright, what do we got going on here? A Boulder Tower. Briefly Stunning. High range, low fire rate. Lasso Tower. Electric uses powerful electricity to tether a monster, slowing it and dealing damage per second. When the monster leaves, the tether is broken. The broken tether explodes, dealing 50% of the accumulated damage to nearby enemies. I have no idea if that's good or not. A powerful mystery statue which attracts gold. Monsters that die within its range granted. Okay, I feel like I want to go with this one because it sounds interesting. And we just want to make stuff die in that range then. Okay, so we were going this way. Oh, I don't think we had enough experience points to get a new talent. Okay, so now it's more open-ended already. This is where you might want to use the draw path thing. You can go like this, draw path, and then... What do I want to do? We want them all to go the same way, obviously. I just can't decide which one's a better entrance. Right, there's more... Actually, there's a lot of portals. But we kind of want to, like, close up all these entrances if possible and force them all to come from maybe this, and then force them to go all the way around. I want to place this one first because it'll let us draw another card. This lets us hit that. I'm not seeing a good maze here yet, especially with the blocks that we have. I really wish we had the 4 block. Because, like, no matter how you slice it, someone's gonna have a fast track to the end. But if whoever has the fast track, you block their path, force them to go down a different path. Oh, what the heck? There's a path down here, too? I think I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna block that. Oh, but everyone's then going around for this. I can't let anyone go around. We'll have to block this with something else. Okay, so we can't really use the 2x2 right now. Question is, do I upgrade that guy? I think I might. Okay, you can build on this stuff as well. Okay, let's see how that does. Oh, I kind of forgot that only the red line matters. Alright, so now we can do that. And if we can use this electric to our advantage. That range is pretty small, huh? So I think we're gonna boost this drone and then probably upgrade him. Maybe we'll just upgrade this drone as well. Oh, don't have the money for that. I feel like we might be able to make it with this. Because I really would rather put someone... I guess we can't use that block because I already have someone here. Let's do this so it'll catch people a little bit early. Okie dokie. So, how do we want to do this? Probably just make everyone walk this line and then maybe walk back. I don't have a good way to make use of this gold tower. I'm gonna grab you, give him extra fire rate, and that kind of uses all of our money. This tower's position now sucks, huh? I put him forward, but now it's not that bad. But it could be better because he can't even hit this corner. No one's even getting past this lightning tower yet. I don't know what to do about this. Yeah, the lightning tower, that's the first turn we had the lightning tower. With the damage buff, he just soloed the wave. Didn't even need any help. So, can we get them? Like so. And then I might even block off this, force them to go there. And then if we have the money tower... And now this tower becomes useful again. So what are your upgrades? Selling price of it goes up. I don't think I want that second thing. Let's get you burning people. You're already upgraded. I don't know, it's almost better to just put stuff up here. I don't even think we need anything. Do you do anything besides give gold? You just have a range. You don't shoot or do anything, huh? Interesting. I think we're good to go. We could make a spot for our decimate tower, maybe with this buff here. Right now, everyone is dying in range of this gold tower. Uh-oh, they're getting out of it. Well, they gave us a lot of extra gold, though. Is there any way to tell how much gold he gave you? No, I don't think so. So this gives us space for the decimate tower. And then give us the poison cloud. And then if we could put a lightning tower on top of that thing. Maybe give this one multi-target because it already has so much damage. This is good, but it makes it so people aren't going to get to that guy as much. But let's do that. Should be good enough. Are you upgraded? You are. You are not upgraded. Let's see if you can help out a little bit more. I feel like we got a pretty solid thing going on here. Should I buff its sell price? If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it now, right? Oh wow, the lightning's chaining a whole bunch. Most people are still making it into the range of this guy, though. Like, his sell price is up. He costs 50 and we upgraded him for 60, so we now have $1 worth of profit. And you're only getting... You have the attack boost, but it's taking up not very much, like 1/5 of you, huh? Ooh, can't place that. Dang. We could maybe plug it with this. Ooh, and then we got another one of the draw a card. Just force them down a path as much as possible, but either way, I think we're in a good spot. Do I want to build towers away from here? I guess the gold doesn't matter that much anymore, because this is gonna be the end. All about the drone towers for this round, but or not the drone towers, the lightning towers. But that's because I kind of made it that way. We just made like a whole new kill box right here. Maybe I would have you prioritize as, like, highest HP. Oh, I slowed it down. Okay, so now we gotta remember to actually spend our experience points, but what the heck? We got like a piranha plant tower. It immediately deals heavy poison damage and injects venom that deals additional damage equal to 20% of the target's current health. Seems pretty good. Pours lava onto the floor. That's interesting. Wait, you're a 1x1? I'm taking this for sure. Okay, so let's spend our talent on this. Oh, right, you gotta hold. Next one's really expensive, but I might still just go for that one. Items in the shop will be discounted. Ooh, restore health is good if you're actually taking damage, which so far we are not. Okay, so this would actually benefit you for having gold at the end. I like how they say gold from selling towers doesn't count because the game knows that everyone would just sell all of your towers at the very end. I'm glad that I hate when things like that are viable because then it essentially forces you to do them. So I'd rather just have them be removed. Anyways, we're going to go to the workshop and then we'll probably pause there before we do this corrupted battle. It looks like we're like a good halfway through the run. So let's see what a workshop is. Modify a block card to alter its shape. Remove a block card. Add runes. Okay. How does this work? Modify this one? Wait, I don't understand. Why does this cost less than... Oh, because this is bigger. Eh. So this side... Well, there's also... This is a little confusing. Corner piece seems pretty good, but more of these seems really good. And the 5 would also be cool, but it's harder to fit the 5 in places, probably. I don't know, give me the 5, actually. Can we do that more? Maybe make this piece better? Into, like, just a corner lightning? Because we don't want everything to be lines. And then maybe... Is there anything we want to get rid of? Any piece that just, like, really... Like, this one kind of sucks. Get you out of here. And then maybe we'll engrave something. You can't engrave the 2 block? Attack speed. I do like the range. Damage is good. What does this do? And does not malfunction due to monster or environment hazards. But also gets attack power? That's interesting. I think we either want range or speed. I'll go with speed. Alright, we spent like all of our stuff. I don't know if there's a reason to save the Ember Stones, but at least we'll use them now. You can maybe use Ember Stones here, but we're not going to make it there. And you can use Ember Stones here to get health or enhancements. I suppose we'll figure out what that is. But yeah, I think we're going to take a break here, kind of cut it. Because we're about halfway through the run. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. It's pretty much exactly what I expected and what I knew it would be. But I think it's a very fun game. And especially now that it's on sale and it has a good amount of content with like at least the 4 biomes and multiple difficulties and whole bunch of towers and talents and stuff for you to level up. I think it's definitely worth a pickup now, but you could also wait in the future and see where they go. I just think it's in a pretty good spot right now as is. But anyways, that's going to do for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will finish up this run in the next one. Okay. So we got that first one done. I am going to go fill up my water real quick, and then we will continue from here. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. So let's pick up where we left off then, shall we? Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Emberward. In the last one, we started off with the tutorial, and we're halfway through a run now, about halfway through the first biome. And I'm having a lot of fun with this game. Like I said in the last one, it's on sale right now, and when this comes out, it might be like the last day of the sale, or might be one more day. But I definitely think it's in a good spot right now. Seems to have a decent amount of content for an early access game, and picking it up on sale for like $12 seems pretty reasonable to me. But anyways, let's continue where we left off. We are going to try our first corrupted battle. It has a quest for us to do, and it should give us a relic as well. So let's see what exactly corrupted is. Are you here for the training? So deal 3,600 points of fire damage. We can do that, gives us that. Keep enemies at least 3 tiles away from your fire source. It's probably doable. Build at most 3 types of towers. It gives us this thing. What is this even? Is this a rune? All fire towers gain... Oh no, it might be a relic. Gain 5% extra critical hit chance. Critical hits from fire towers cause burn for 5 seconds. That doesn't seem amazing. It just seems okay. I do like relics, though. I feel like in a lot of roguelikes, something that just affects, like blanket affects as many things as possible tends to be the best. In this case, this one's a little bit worse because it only affects the fire turrets. And we really only have the torch throwers. I think it should be easy enough to do this one. Like, this one's definitely the easiest, but we do have to make sure we're using the torch throwers. I think we should be able to get away with this, and we get much more ember stones. So I gotta keep it... Okay, it shows us a box. In corrupted levels, corrupted areas will appear on the ground, preventing you from building wall blocks in those areas. Additionally, all enemies in these levels will be corrupted, making them tougher with increased health. On the bright side, successfully completing these levels will grant you better rewards. Alright, so these are the corrupted spots, so we can't build if it touches a corrupted spot. So, where's everyone coming from? At the very start, they're coming from this side, so I was considering blocking this way, but it might be better to just block this way. Could also, in theory, block this, because then they would have to go around the other ways. But I think we want to work close to home first. But this is also going to be a pretty decent block because, like, the maze is kind of already made on this level, right? Although I am seeing we don't have a great block to actually do this. We didn't get any of the other blocks that are actually better at just fitting in. And I don't really want to use 2 blocks. I could draw a block. But that means we won't be able to upgrade one of the towers. Now we do know they're all coming from this way. Ooh, if we do this, then these guys are going the other way around, though. And I think these corrupt spots move. So you can see here, like, this one's blocking something that I would probably want to block off, but I think it moves every single turn. This is kind of tough to pick exactly. Wait, this is not a 1x1. Did I just read it wrong? I think because it didn't show me the shape, I got confused. Turns out that one's not a 1x1. Okay, they are going to go around the other way if I do that as well, huh? This is the only way I could force them to all go that way. But this is temporary, like... Eventually, when I build out the rest of the maze, they're probably not going to go through this little hole. Unless I force them to. But it would require me to block a lot to force them to go that way. This is a really nice spot, but I need to force them to go that way. And if I do this, the tower's probably not going to be able to reach the other entrance. I think this is my best bet for that. Then this tower will probably get some value of people walking by it. I can build in here, I guess. For some reason, I thought I was also not allowed in here, but should be. This is not bad either. If we do this, they all have to walk past whatever I put here. Now the question is, do I put a lightning tower? Lightning tower costs a lot. I could put 3 towers if I don't put a lightning tower. If we do that, I guess I can recall this block. Trying to figure out, can this hit that entrance? It can. But I'm also thinking for the future, like this spot is not that great for a tower, right? Because I'll probably end up blocking this off, so they all have to go this way. So then this tower is not going to be able to reach anything. If I do this, they all go the other way, huh? Okay, yeah, let's do this, because this makes it so that other path that they're currently taking is a little bit longer, so they no longer want to take that path. That means they're all walking by this. And then maybe we can make use of this attack tile at some point. Now I could do a lightning tower here. What is this? This is attack speed. Attack speed seems really good for a lightning tower. But the lightning tower is a little short range for this area. I think I just use this. And then do I put one more tower? So I could like also do a drone turret here. I think I need to, just to make sure we don't fail the challenge. Like, wave 1 seems like the wave where I would fail this challenge. After that, we're probably fine, especially if we can start using these range tiles and build stuff in here. But, oh, right, you gotta hold. Okay, we'll speed them up. Yeah, these slimes should die actually pretty easily, so it shouldn't be a problem. This thing with so much attack speed. How much attack speed do you have? So he went from 3 to 6. I probably am going to want him to have damage, right? Okay, we didn't even end up need that. So now we have people come from this other... These corruption things did not move. Okay. Not how I was expecting it to work, but... Is it better if I let them in here? If I just do this, then they gotta go all the way around. Let's start with that, that's fine. Is anyone taking any shortcuts that I don't like? They can only go through here or through here, so maybe if I close this off? Ooh, but then they can go around that way, which is not great, actually. This one's pretty good. As long as I don't split them up, I think this is a good one. And this is damage. But you're kind of crazy, so you're getting damage. And we just need to make sure that no one cheats around the other way. Which, I need to save this block for next turn then. Because right now they're all going past that, but... And then... You can get upgraded. Yeah, we probably can't use that, but we could probably make use of this range boost. Yeah, we'll save that for next turn when we have something to plug that as well. Yeah, I think that's good. Also, you can dynamically change the paths during the fights. Okay, they're getting a little bit closer than I would like, but I think we should be good. Would I rather use this, though? Okay, we definitely don't want to do that. That would be a disaster. Let's do that. And I don't really want to use the 2 to block this off, so I'll use the big one. Okay, so now they all have to go this way. We got that under control. What else can we do? Block that, they all go that way. I'm not exactly sure. This seems like actually a pretty good one, because it creates a corner. And this is the draw piece? Yeah, it is draw piece. Ooh, and there's the attack speed rune. We could combine it, maybe. But is there any piece where we could... Because I want to put the Decimator Tower on there. I don't think there's any one piece that's going to make that actually work. What about here? What can we make happen here? Maybe that? That's pretty good. Then I don't think there's a good way I can use the 2 in here. This thing's too big, huh? Well, I could do the 2 right here to make this thing. See what we can build around this guy, though. The idea is we're going to give him a lot of fire rate, so he's going to stun a lot of people. We'll save this. You've been upgraded, you've been upgraded, you have not. Probably upgrade you. Actually, we should save gold. If we can win with this, we should save the gold. But I'd rather you make use of that. Okay, these wolves are kind of scary. They're fast, and they have a lot of health. Alright, looks like we got no problems. So, what can we do to make this corner better? I'd need like a 2 plus a 2. Kind of get him to zigzag. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Does it pause if you do that? Yes, it actually does. But if we could put like a fire tower here. He'll be able to hit a lot, and we can still use these other spots if we want. Also, we could probably use this wall, right? Could do this. This is interesting. Just essentially hit the entire map. But I honestly think that the fire tower is better. Like, look at that range. Now, do I give it the crit chance or the burn chance? Probably the burn chance. And I think we do that, we'll look for another 2-piece. Or I could use that, but that kind of makes it not as great. If I do this, that doesn't work exactly how I wanted it to. What about you? Not getting this exactly how I want it, huh? I kind of want them to go here so they can hit by the electric tower. I didn't really build that much just now. Might be bad. Do I need to build more? And it seems to be working out okay. I'm a little bit nervous, but... Uh-oh. Stop them. That was a lot closer than I would like. But I didn't build enough there. Do that. So we can use the square block to accomplish a similar thing. I think I'd rather put the square block here. Maybe put this piranha plant thing here, so it can hit pretty much all of that. What can you do? When attacking, it bites the target to slow it down and inflicts 10% damage. Ooh, I kind of like the first one. Plus it has a lot more range with this. Then we could get an electric boost. Okay, so now we have everyone going down the same path here. Is there anywhere I could put this money tower that's actually going to do something? This is reasonable. If we just really put up a defense right here. I don't want to put something there now because it'll have reduced range. Maybe just a lot of lightning turrets in these areas. Oh, don't have enough money for that. What else can we do? Get them to walk back and forth like that. So everyone's coming in right here, huh? We could get them to all go around. That might be the play. Oh, that blocks it? I didn't realize that. So this is the only entrance now. But I could, in theory, block these guys off and make them walk all the way around the other way. Which then makes them walk past here. So that's probably a pretty good play. If I do that right now, they have to turn around and walk all the way around this way. There's not enough things dying within range of the money tower. Oh, here comes the boss. Yeah, so now this wave has to go all the way around. This wave's got to go all the way around to come down here to go back up in here. And this guy's got infinity range, so... Really haven't been getting very many chests, huh? Okay, so this I was kind of curious. Can I use this to make them go all that way? I can. Do I actually want to do that? I'm not sure. Kind of more curious if I can make them just like walk that top line. So now I could do that. Give him the multi-target. This is legal, huh? You can't really see the gap right there, but I guess it's legal. Yeah, let's do that. And then... Okay, these corruption blocks are actually messing up me being able to maze them a little bit further. We could do that. I'm just trying to get them like close to these turrets as soon as possible, so these turrets actually get to do something early on. This turret never gets to play, but that's how it goes, I guess. So we need more turrets is probably just the answer now. I don't have a place I can put this, do I? We just make a lot of lightning. You go on this, you can. It's not a bad spot. But there's probably better spots. Just gotta buff these, like, their goal is just to slow everyone down with lots of multi-target, not that much damage. And then I think we're just looking to be able to place a decimator tower. Now that everyone has to follow the same lame path. Okay, people are making it to the money turret now. Say this is working exactly how I wanted it to. Maybe losing out on a little bit of money because not everyone's making it here, but... The Chomp Tower has done shockingly little, but to be fair, it's only attacked, like, a few times. Okay, we got an attack speed rune. That's kind of big. So now we can force... Then is there any way I can build a decimator on this? I should be able to. I build this. He doesn't have quite the range I was hoping for. But he'll get a lot of poison down on people early. And then... what do I want here? Probably just more lightning? This seems pretty good. Do I upgrade you? I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I should probably just do it now, huh? I should probably just make more turrets, honestly. He probably doesn't need to fly as much, because his range hits a lot of stuff. And then I guess we could get some fire in here too, because we don't have any fire up front. I'm pretty confident in this, so I think I'm just gonna run it. Getting a lot of people just poisoned right off the bat. You should probably target highest HP. Seems like it's going pretty well. I realize now I should have used the other upgrade if I was going to target highest HP, right? They're not even getting close. Like, there's hardly any making it right here. What can we do to make this better? I mean, we can extend it a little bit, but I feel like that almost makes this lightning turret worse. And I guess the 2 extension doesn't, but if we go any more than that, then it might. What about in here? Probably not a whole lot we could do. We could do that, but kind of seems pointless. Is there anything I want to change about anyone's path? In this guy, we could maybe force him to go around just a little bit more. I should have used this piece, because then I could put that piece there. We'll see about putting probably a decimator here. But we can't quite yet. We need this slot built. Alright, we need to build some stuff though. Surely just doing nothing is not gonna work. Better here or here? Probably here. I don't really know how to make this better, but I guess it is the final wave. Maybe I just start throwing down turrets. I forgot we could build on this wall. Don't have a whole lot of AoE. I guess the lightning bounces probably makes up for that. What the heck is this thing? This guy might disable turrets that he's close to? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit nervous. We might need some more to stop them. Okay, we pulled through. I shouldn't have even been that nervous. They still had a lot to do, which has to walk past all of these turrets again, essentially. Oh, we did complete the challenge. So the thing about the range rune is it's not as good as the, like, tile, the ranged tile, right? Well, I am realizing that I saw a greater, so maybe it depends on their color, huh? Because, like, this is a regular damage, but I saw a greater damage rune earlier. This might be good, but we haven't given it a try yet. So it does show us what relics we're going to get to choose from. I don't think I have all the elements at the start of each level. It's probably going to be the money. Okay, so this is like a kill bosses, but I feel like that's not a big deal for us. This is just a straight up 3x3. Oh, here is arcane, huh? We don't have ice, though. How does this work? Delivers powerful strikes to enemies passing in front. I have no idea what to take here. Maybe just the sniper. I feel like the sniper would have been useful at the end there. Taking out those high health bosses. Then I think we just take this. We could have rerolled. I maybe should have rerolled that one. That one wasn't a great option. Okay, so we did win the corrupted one. We can only go here, and then we have a mini shop afterwards, so... Go talents, though. Ooh. We're just short on this. I think we wait for this. Alright, what are we looking at here? Got only slimes, but they're coming from both sides. So we want to try and get them to go together. We can't block off these guys because then they don't really have a path. In fact, I don't think they have a path at all if we do that. To block off these guys, they also don't have a path. So we need to block off one of the paths that's close to the pyre. I think probably this one's better to block. Because this seems better to build. So that's pretty good. Gets us access to 2 towers immediately. And funnels them very well. And we could do this for a little bit more funneling. Okay, so do I want... Who's gonna most efficiently kill? Probably the sniper tower, huh? So maybe we want to wait until we can afford a sniper tower for that. So then here we got electric boost. I think we want this. Maybe we want 2 of these. And then increased range for this. So we got a lot of lightning at the moment. Oh wait, that's... I forgot. I shouldn't have set it up like this because these have reduced range. I could have set it up better. But it's probably still going to be worth it to have these both on here. This extra 20 gold is actually doing a lot, huh? Oh, right. Okay, where are the slimes at? Oh wow, that range. That's a lot. So we start with that, and then this. We do another one? No, I cannot. So what do we want? Attack speed. And then damage. Okay, we just got a lot of lightning towers at the moment, but I think it'll work. Oh, right, we're super sped up. So we maybe want to look at getting a money tower now. What is this? Oh, this is for everybody? Oh no, it changes all the turrets of a type. Interesting. So this, we could actually throw them through those trees. That's probably the best thing. Do I have enough? I do have enough for the sniper. Oh, I didn't realize how big it was. I need the 2x2 to be able to place the sniper. Yeah, highest HP is fine. And then, what should I place here? Maybe a lightning turret? Lightning tower? I didn't find a spot for this yet, huh? We'll see. I think we just start the battle. Holy. Sniper's just assassinating people. But that's what it was designed to do. Trying to think if oh, I can't get them to go out because this is only a 2, not a 3. And there's not a whole lot I can do here, huh? I should probably use this up here somehow. I wonder if I can instead force them up and to go around. Should be able to. Is that even that great, or would I rather just have them go down? Alright, what am I doing here? I haven't really used that thing too much. I think we just want this. I could have put a money turret here. Actually, that's not a great spot either. I feel like there's just not a great spot in general. I fit this? Ooh, I could fit it here. I still haven't given you... We could either make more explosions, or... I'm getting too caught up, like... It bothers me that these guys can just get past everything. I do kind of want to do this. And then you... I think you do that as well. Let's make these guys work for it a little bit. Yeah, he's doing a good job of taking out that guy's health. The sniper is not quite able to kill these spiders? That's lame. I don't even know if we really need much more at this point. Oh, this thing is shaped the wrong way. Wait, hold on. I could use this though, right? A little bit. Unfortunately, this corner is here, so I can't get him to go a little bit further. That's something, but it's not great. what about over here? Oh, you're not upgraded. Whoops. Are any of you upgraded? None of you are upgraded, and these are all the good ones. I'll have to upgrade them next time. Those are the ones that are on the buffs. Seems like it's going pretty well. Okay, you three need to get upgraded. So. Anything good to put on these? Just more lightning turrets, maybe? How much fire rate do you have? 7.5 per second. That seems pretty good. Maybe I'll make this space bigger, try and give this to like the Chomp Tower or another sniper. I do gotta remember I can draw cards, but I really don't think we need it. Okay, he doesn't one-shot the wolves anymore. He does shoot fast enough that he buffs his own damage. Because it is 5 seconds, and he shoots 3 times a second. Or once every 3 seconds. These guys need to die, though. We're not really targeting them enough. But I guess all these turrets will switch the second these guys get too close. Okay, so our weakness seems to be this side, especially if they're sending a lot of bosses, because this takes them forever to get through all that. They're not even making it past, like, this corner. So how can we improve that? I don't know, do I want them to go around that way? Yeah, I probably do, because then they'll get attacked by those turrets. And then if I can, like, maybe just push them as far as possible. You upgraded? No. I don't really see the point in upgrading this guy. These guys are also not upgraded, but they are constantly being used, so I guess they probably should be. I didn't save a piece here. Let me draw a card. Get him some extra range. You're not upgraded. Let's upgrade you then. Guess we might as well upgrade you. I think we're probably good. Maybe I should draw more cards. There might be just like a bonus for drawing cards or something. Make those guys go all the way around. Alright, let's go. That should be pretty good. So they are sending a bunch of wolf bosses from there, but now we actually have stuff that attacks them. And they can only hit that one turret, I guess, to turn it off. This guy's doing work. What the heck? Oh, no, he's not. Who is doing all... He's doing explosions, but they're not effective or something? I'm kind of confused. Yeah, I guess he's not the one doing it. Maybe it was the explosions from... Or when he gets a kill, I guess he was getting explosions, but they weren't doing a whole lot. I don't know, that stage was weird. Because we didn't actually... You couldn't funnel them all down one way, so we always had someone coming the other way. Okay, so this is a greater, and this is a greater. I feel like the speed runes... I mean, the attack runes... would be good on like the sniper, but it'd only be 1/4 effective. I feel like the speed runes are so good for the small tower. Oh, we get to pick 2. Give me this. Okay, Dart Tower was from the beginning. Cannon Tower would give us some AoE, but I think we're okay. What is this? It's a 3x3, costs more than anything we've had before. 12 range. Seems decently high. Very low fire rate. Area of effect. Summons powerful lightning strike. Deals damage to monsters in a large area with the damage evenly distributed among all monsters. Fire rate plus 10%. Additional chance of receiving crits for 10 seconds. Energy charging effects are instantly maxed out and triggered. That seems kind of crazy. I mean, part of me wants to just start inflicting like little things of poison on people. But this thing seems pretty cool. I'll take this. It might be hard to use. Okay, we got like a mini shop now, huh? Buy gambler's tokens. I'm probably looking to buy relics. That might be the best use of our stuff. Each non-critical hit increases critical hit chance. That seems pretty good. I don't even know what the critical hit chance on our towers is, but... Arcane damage no longer guarantees critical strike. Well, this does nothing for me, because I don't have any arcane. This also does nothing. Why are 2 of them for arcane? Well, give me that, I suppose. I don't know, give me 1 gambler's token and then we leave. Okay, we're almost at the end here. I could go here, get a relic. I don't know what enhancements are. I don't need health. So I'm thinking I'd just go for the relic, but I would like to know what enhancements are. I think I gotta go for the relic. I feel like enhancements probably won't be as good as a relic. Alright, what do we got going on here? We got mini boxes we can put towers on. Probably want to make everyone come in the same path. Trying to figure out what the best one is. Maybe this one, because no one's going for that one. I could block off everything, but then I don't have a... I don't have a block that's set up to put towers in a good spot. So I think either way, this helps a lot. And no one's coming to that, so I'm not worried about that right now. Maybe we block this one off as well. Maybe we even do it like this, just to force them around a little bit further. Oh, I could have put it down one more. Wait, I can still do that. No one's walking past this, so that doesn't matter. But I should still pick it up and make it so I have more space on the inside. We'll do it like that. And then there. Give me as much space as possible. So if I do this, they all go that way. But I don't have anything good set up to make use of that. Is there any way I could do this without covering up a slot I already have? Yes, like this. That makes some of them go up top, though. Don't really want to do that, because I want the turrets to all be away from each other. Okay, so we're really... Ooh, they're really going all the way around that? Oh, my... So now it brings up the question of, do I even want them to go this way? Because now I have this block that has all these good things at this entrance. Probably what I want to do is I want to close this so they have to go this way. But I'll have to close that. Let's figure out what towers we're going to use first. Because we need to be able to hit these guys over here, preferably with this. Which is doable. I might draw a card. Trying to decide if this tower can handle the whole wave on its own. If they're all coming from one way, it probably can. But do I want to bet on that? Maybe not. See, here we could put one of the bigger towers already with the damage boost. We do that. I'm gonna draw a card. So then if I block that... Now, if I draw one more card, I still have enough money to put another tower, so I think that's a good play. The real question is, like this, I don't really just want them to go straight like that, right? That's not that great. I would rather have them go all the way around and then go there. So I want to leave this open, and I want to block this off. Is there a better way to put this? Well, I probably want to make it so they don't cut the corner here, so they go all the way around. So we'll do that for now, but we're going to block off this eventually, so they have to go all the way around. But first we got to block every single corner. And we should be good. 30 slimes with these two. And maybe I should put something else. This thing. Oh, it's already hitting people outside. That's pretty good for us. I think we would have been fine without this thing. Because this thing actually just one-shots everyone it hits. Alright, so... this seems like a decent use. That's a little unfortunate if I want to hit that thing. But I can do it with a different block later. And then if I do that... that seems pretty good. Should I start saving up for a big tower put on this block here? I don't know what I'm gonna put though. I feel like it kind of has to be the sniper. Because this thing's not gonna work because they're not going past it. This thing doesn't work. I could try and make space for this thing. Or I could do this thing. I would need an L block to do this one, though. This seems pretty good, if I could do it. Do I want this, or am I going to block this off? I definitely want to use this, but I don't know if I want to block off this path or not. Because the further we make them go on the outside, the further they are from these turrets, but also the more maze we can make. So I'm kind of tempted to just do this instead. And then let's upgrade some of these things that are longer range. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Oh, whoops. Ooh, a treasure chest. So, let's check what's in here. Arcane stuff. Tower's attack pulls 5 monsters. It's a long block with a greater range boost and a draw. I think we want this. How do I want to do this? Start like that. Like that. Like that. That seemed like a pretty good thing we just built right there. What else do I want? We might not even, like, get to building over here, honestly, so... Kind of maybe messed up my plans for doing this, though. Yeah, I did. Can also do this. I don't think we can... We could get them like one extra step there, but that doesn't seem worth it. So we need to put stuff on these. Okay, do I want to do anything with these blocks? Can make them go further down that way, but I could probably do that with this. Not exactly how I want. It's the wrong direction, so it doesn't really work. But maybe we do that. How does this thing fit? Not very. We'd need a 3. That might be a good spot for a money tower, huh? Because we're going to build a lot more turrets that can hopefully hit that. This doesn't work. But this might. Yeah, okay, this does. Then we could do that. I think I want to set this up to be able to hold a money tower. Which actually, we maybe shouldn't use that. We could use something like this. That seems pretty good, actually. Just like hard lined into doing that path. And then we're probably looking to do that. Let's open up the damage chart so we can see how good this big tower is. I think right when we have enough money, I might put this gold statue down. This thing is hitting big numbers, but it doesn't count as effective damage. Could actually also do this. I was a little bit too late, but... So we kind of don't have a lot of money this turn, but it should be okay. They're not even getting past this corner. Now, I don't really want to build too far out, then. Like, I can build out further, but I don't want to put too many towers out there. And this would be something that I'd want to put a tower on. I block this. I kind of feel like I do. So we could use these, but I don't want them killing too much stuff. Are you still set to highest HP? Yes, you are. Ooh, they're kind of getting fast. Alright, they're not getting past this tower at all, which is great news for us. Oh, I clicked the chest? I meant to click the tower. Oops. Ooh, this thing, the protection. That might be a good one to pick up a protection block. Oh, it was a different chest, too. The giant lightning strike is funny. Okay, how... You already have more than your value, huh? They are getting nowhere at the moment, so I'm not really sure what I should be doing. Like, is this gonna be useful? Probably. But I almost don't even want to use these other things. Let me pick up this chest. I know your hand can get full. That's why I've been not always just picking up the chest immediately. Here's a 1 block. The 1 block, I'm really tempted to put it there, but is there a better spot in here somewhere? There's this, or that. I think this overall is the most effective. This is pretty effective as well. But they're not even making it here. I feel like this has to be the best because it... Oh no, the drone can't quite reach. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with all these cards. Let's give that to you. And then that to you. What else am I doing then? Maybe we're just building up this inside to actually be ready for people. Like, if everything does go wrong, we're gonna want to actually be prepared. This pushes them kind of back towards my other turrets. And then if I make this big enough... Oh, I can't hit that as well. That is the one piece I can't use. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Oh, I guess I could set it. Draw another piece. And now I can get all three of these. I see that this portal is now going all the way this way instead, which I suppose makes sense. We might just want to use some of these because we're just stacking them up at the moment. Do I want to pull it back now? Because now these people are realizing it's faster to go this way. Maybe I pull it back on them? Is there a better way to use this in here? How much? Oh my gosh, he's worth so much gold. I probably build here now. He'll hit outside a little bit, but I mostly just still want to hit in this death box. Do I want to do anything with this? I don't really know what I would exactly use there. I don't know, I think this should just be good. We just have like turrets spawn camping these guys. Oh, we got a chest. 2 chests. I can discard these cards, I guess. We're gonna have too much in our hands. We got 3 chests right here. 4 chests. I think I'm gonna discard all these. And then, okay, so if I do this, then they flip back to going the other way. But I kind of like them going all this way. Because it gives this guy a chance to shoot him for free a little bit. What should I do? I could maybe do some stuff in here. Maybe do that. Let's start picking up these chests now. A money block, huh? I kind of... Hold up. I could put a decimator on this. Is there any way I can hit another thing like this? There's a 1 block. It's another 1 block. Gambler's token. Is that a permanent gambler's token? Probably. Give me the 1 block. Speed boost card seems really strong as well. I think we use that 1 block there. And then we use another 1 block here. Okay, we can't do that. Can't do that. I think everything's fine. I didn't build any towers last time, but they're getting a little bit further, but this is just the start of the maze. Like, they haven't even done any of this nonsense yet. Okay, so we should be on the last level now. I've seen these dice towers before. Determines the attack rate. You just have a 1 out of 20 chance of having a good attack rate. Fireball tower. Lightning ball. Not rotate. Fireball sounds pretty good. Okay, magic dust we already saw. That only works with arcane. When a tower receives a malfunction effect from monsters, the effect is halved if the remaining malfunction duration exceeds 2 seconds. It is evenly distributed to other functioning towers. That seems... I can't tell if it's good or bad. What about this? I guess I'm taking this. We don't tend to have turrets that close to each other, but just the halving part is probably worth it. So let's go ahead by that. And then we might just save for the last point in that, because it is higher value at 20% from 10%. We'll see if we can get that from a single level against the boss here. You might get extra talents from boss kill. Holy. At last, we've reached the final level. Ahead lies the gate's guardian monster. Defeat it to progress to the next area. Quickly fortify your defenses and use the minecart to weaken the boss. The arrow tower guards will buy you some time to prepare for the impending attack. Minecarts. Build a tower on a minecart and it will automatically charge forward along the tracks once the battle starts. Towers placed on minecarts will receive various enhancement effects. Okay. Just a second, I'm going to fill up my water before we start this one. Seems like it might take us a little. Okay, I'm back. So, they want us to make use of these minecarts. Double attack power and range of anything that's on there. Tempted to pop some drones on those. There's a lot of corrupted areas, huh? So they seem to go around in this loop. Hold on, does the double range? Yeah, okay, it works. But the green seems to be detection range, so I probably need to upgrade it, awkwardly enough. I don't really know how the detection range works exactly. So then I think we should... I don't know if we should have a tower on the ground or not. We definitely want them to have to go around the fire a little bit. If I do that, I can't use this. Well, my upgraded tower is on this side, so... There's no buffs out here either. It's like I'm fine with them entering on this side because it's where my tower is. What direction do I want them to go first? Maybe time for the drawing tool. So if they go like this... through here... No. Okay, so we want them to go... this way, through here... here. So to get any of that to work, we probably want to use these damage spots. Which means we have to start funneling them that way. Or at around this corner. I think we're just doing that. Alright, let's see how this goes. What does this guy do? He just seems to be breaking things. What the heck? Okay, so I'm not sure if this guy did all that. It seemed like they were taking damage from other stuff. Uh-oh. Dang it, we actually took a hit. Ah, okay, so we didn't have quite enough. Maybe upgrading this turret was a mistake then. That makes them split up. Kind of bad right now, huh? I don't know if this is good enough. So he's just kind of progressing and blowing up these towers, which I'm not positive what that does. It looks like he could take damage right now, though, which is weird. Uh-oh. He could shoot this far? I thought he'd only shoot at this thing. I don't know, his health bar shows, I can't tell if he's taken damage. It seems like he's taken a little bit. Okay, that piece doesn't work here. This works here, though. And then what about this? Probably want it this way. If you do that, though, they go this direction, huh? Well, that's probably fine, and then I block off that next time. Or I could even draw a card here to do it. Hold up. Let me draw the card first. And then... if I do it like this, I might be able to actually use this damage tower. Or I could... no, I can't. What do I do here? Probably want to get some bigger towers now. Maybe make use of these two. Okay, yeah, he took out another one of these towers. See, they attack him a little bit, but not all the time. Are we gonna be okay? That's gonna hurt. I think we're okay. Okay. How do I use this effectively? Like that, probably? But I need a big tower. And then I can't really use that. I kind of want the Decimator, but I need one more block. Do I build more towers, or do I buy cards? I'll probably buy cards. Maybe here to make use of this. I don't have enough money for that. Maybe just two of them here to get stuns going. So it seems like every wave he destroys a tower, so he's going to destroy that one next, and then he'll probably attack as well. Did I upgrade you? I did. This is a lot, but they're not making it too far. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be trying to do a lot of damage to this guy before the final wave. Okay, so let's make sure that they have to walk as far as possible first. And then we start building out here, probably. I can't build on the train tracks, though. So maybe this won't work. I need... Maybe this will do it for me. I got a two-piece right here. No, that's not good enough. Put you here. Put another decimator up here. Really want to try and get a sniper down before this boss gets here. Guess it can go here. And we're gonna want this upgrade. I don't know if he'll be able to hit the boss. Maybe. It might just walk into his range. Yeah, he's just kind of shooting the boss right now already. Might get some work done on this wave. Because he just hits highest health anyways, so he won't target anyone else, probably. He's doing chunks now, that's great news. As long as everything else works, I think this is a good idea. I think it's looking good. We got like almost a third of his HP gone already. Okay, we got a lot of chests now. We're probably actually going to want to use this kind of stuff. We gotta really build it around, huh? Okay. What else do we have? Oh, there's so many chests. I don't know if I have time to grab them all. That doesn't work. I can't build on top of... Well, I guess I kind of can. I need to, like, get rid of random stuff. I don't know what that's gonna do to him, but... Do I get all these buffs, or do I get the one piece? Let's get the buffs. Okay, so I grabbed a whole bunch of buffs and stuff for us. I didn't make room for this. Maybe another sniper rifle. I don't know if those stack, but at least it'll permanently be up even if he shoots at one of them. What else do we got? Maybe the decimator would lose range though. I think we just need to build as much as possible because I have no idea how strong this is gonna be. Sure, you go there. And then I haven't read all of these, but, you know, let's give that to that guy. And then maybe give you poison. Now maybe give you poison as well. Give you like an extra fireball. Oh, we should do that. Oh, he's already dead. Okay. I guess this worked. We almost got the don't take any damage challenge, but I messed it up once because I didn't realize that the one guy was gonna make it through, huh? Maybe do that. Well, that went pretty well. Yeah, you do get a lot of extra XP. Able to sense the slight corruption. All battle stages in adventure are corrupted. At the end of each wave, corrupted tiles shift. Oh, that's why I thought they shifted, because I saw someone else use that. Didn't realize that that was a special thingamajig. Alright, well, there's our first run. Let's take a look at our talents. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna max this out immediately so we can get the other talents as fast as possible. What else would be good? I don't know if maybe we should be aiming for something specific. Boss killer. Ooh, relics seems crazy. How much does that cost? Okay, so I probably would want to save up for that next. But yeah, that's the first run that we did, just the basic biome. Um, it wasn't too difficult, but I'm sure that it ramps up, especially with the harder difficulties. And yeah, I'll probably be playing this game a little bit more, but I thought we'd show it off today since it's on sale right now. Um, and I've been looking out for this game for a while, so I'm pretty pleased. I like the idea of building your own maze for tower defense games. I think it's a little bit lame when you don't get to build the maze. And I also find it interesting that you have like the pieces, but they're not always like the perfect piece for the situation, right? Like some tower defense games that do let you build a maze, you have the exact pieces that you need to build the perfect maze. But in this, like the map is randomized, some spots are illegal spaces, and then you just have cards that let you build the maze kind of how you want, but not exactly perfect. So I think that's pretty interesting, and then you can only put the towers on the actual pieces. But yeah, I think this game has a lot going for it, and I'll probably be playing it a little bit, but maybe not too much until it actually finishes. You can see that it's in like version 0.4, so they might still have a lot of stuff coming, but I'll definitely play it a little bit more, try not to burn out on it. And I think that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. I think that's gonna do it for the stream as well. I had fun on that run. I might play a little bit more on my own. I might stream it again next week. I'm not really sure yet, but it's definitely a fun game. I would recommend it. And especially since it's on sale right now. It's not expensive at all either. It's got a lot to it for just being a cheap little game. So I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you like this game. And we'll see what we're doing next week. But that's going to do it for now. Bye.